Good morning and welcome to Our Issues Milwaukee. I'm your host, Andrea Williams. Our focus this morning is on a nonprofit arts organization dedicated to entertaining, educating, and engaging our community through cinematic experiences. I'm referring to the Milwaukee Film Festival, which is happening September 22nd through October 6th. And my first guest is Jonathan Jackson, who is the artistic and executive director of the Milwaukee Film Festival. Good morning, Jonathan.
Thanks for having me here.
Thank you for being here. And needless to say, film festivals take place all over the globe. Most people are familiar with the Sundance Film Festival, and then of course there's the Cannes Film Festival. But it's truly a blessing and really something special that Milwaukee can say we have our very own film festival here. And if you would, talk about what makes it stand out and really what makes it special.
Absolutely. It's, you know, film festivals are very common today, and you'll find them in big and small cities around the world. There are literally thousands of film festivals in the U.S. What's special about ours is we actually have one of the biggest film festivals in the entire country. We rank in terms of the top 10 in terms of attendance, number of films shown, budget size for our nonprofit. We have a great film festival here in Milwaukee, and one of our signatures are how many people attended. This past year, we had 70,000 attendees to the film festival and are expecting at least a 10% increase this year. Another key differentiator for us is that we focus on showing the best of the best. A lot of film festivals are more premiere oriented, where they try to show a film for the first time. We sort of flip that paradigm, and what we do is try to show the best films. So our audience in Milwaukee loves the film so much and the experience of going to the film festival, because it's literally a best of film festival. They're critical favorites, they're audience favorites from other festivals, and by going to our festival, you can have a great experience where the vast majority of the films are greatly loved by the attendees.
Yeah, and this is going to be a hard question to answer, especially in a nutshell, but what can we look forward to this year?
Well, close to 300 films. And what I like to say, especially for somebody who's never been to the festival, is there's really something for everyone. In the festival, you can find great family films, you can find great sports documentaries, you can find American fiction films, you can find American documentary films. We have a whole section for food lovers. We have a whole section for music lovers. And so there's really anyone can enjoy the festival in Milwaukee, and we pride ourselves on really serving the entire community of Milwaukee.
That is awesome. And with all of the different things that you just mentioned, you have your film festival book, which actually breaks it down for everybody, because it's hard to keep up with everything that's going on. So to have a guide is certainly helpful, but people can actually pick up these books in different parts of the city, right?
Absolutely. They're in hundreds of locations around the city. The 5 venues for the film festival: the cinemas where we screen the films, the Oriental and Downer Theater on the east side of Milwaukee, the Fox Bay Cinema Grill on Silver Spring Road, the Times Cinema on Valete Street, along with the Avalon Theater on Kinnickinnick in Bayview. Each have program books, along with several of our partners like Collectivo Coffee, Neroli Salon and Spa, the Lowlands Restaurant Groups, and several others. On our website at mkefilm.org, you can find all the locations where program books can be found, and all the information is available online as well.
Yeah, and you talked about the fact that there's something for everyone, especially when it comes to dealing with categories, music, sports, those things. But you also have education screenings, which I think are really cool, because school's just getting back in session, and this is an awesome opportunity for educators to really engage their students in a different way. So you guys actually charge $1 for students to take part in this film festival. Tell us more about that.
So the funny story on the $1 is we wanted to offer it completely free, but we were told by advisors who have done education programming for other cultural institutions in Milwaukee that you need to charge at least $1, because then people will actually show up because they had to pay to participate in it. So the only reason we charge $1 dollars just to make sure that people, are invested in the program itself. But all the busing to the screenings is completely underwritten by foundation support, and they're actually private screenings, so they're not open to the public. The films are selected by educators who work in the summer as volunteers to help us pick which films in the festival would be best for school children at specific ages. It goes all the way, it starts in first grade, where from first to third grade, the students come and see a series of short films that are usually around a different theme, whether it's animals is the theme this year. But then we have documentaries and even fiction films that show to the 4th to 6th grade, 6th to 8th, and then to high school. And so not only do they see the film, but they also have education curriculum that is also created by teachers that allow the students, after seeing the film, to bring it into the curriculum that the teachers are teaching. We are at capacity for this. We're actually overbooked. We have over 8,000 students that will attend these private screenings.
Wow.
And they go to the Oriental Theater, which is, I think, one of the architectural jewels of the city. 1927 Golden Age movie palace. And we love it. One of the comments that kids who have never been there before like to say is, whose house is this? And so it's always fun to just see their awe at the architecture of the space, and a space that, not a ton of school children have gone to.
Yeah.
And the program is over 80% attended by MPS students, which we're also very excited by.
Good stuff. And speaking of the kiddos, you have what's referred to as rated K for kids. So if parents are thinking this is an adult thing outside of education, that's not the case. There's something literally for everyone.
Absolutely, and it's exciting for us also because these are early morning screenings on the weekend and in the early afternoon on the weekend, and these are absolutely open to the public. You go to them, you buy tickets to them, there's discounts for children to go to the festival. But what we find is grandparents a lot of times go with their grandchildren, or parents go with their children. And it's so fun. You get the popcorn. You go. I brought my 3-year-old daughter last year for the first time. It was her first movie-going experience ever, and it was just so exciting to see. And the younger children love shorts programs because you don't have to have the attention span for a 90-minute film. You watch a 3-minute short and then a 10-minute short. And the whole program is about 60 minutes long. And it's a great way to trust in our programmers and the educators who pick the films that they're appropriate for children of this age.
Yeah, and again, they can go to your website to get all the details on that, or pick up one of the booklets. That's for sure. It's all there. Now, there are also public forums that are free and open to the public.
So the public forum for this year that's really exciting is that John Ridley, who is from Milwaukee, he's a famous screenwriter, filmmaker, Oscar winner.
12 Years a Slave.
12 Years a Slave, which
American
he wrote,
Crime, the TV series,
on ABC, great television show, Emmy Award winning. He's going to deliver the State of the Cinema this year. And that is going to happen at our Film Festival Lounge, which is right around the corner from the Oriental Theater on the east side. And that's free and open to the public as well. But the public forums, we like to think of the festival as the movies begin the conversation. But what we try to do is extend the experience of seeing the movie into the community in Milwaukee and create vibrant discussions around the issues, the subject matter of the films, and the general state of the film industry as well.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up John Ridley. In 2014, he presented his film, Jimmy, All Is on My Side.
All Is by My Side.
Yeah, All Is by My Side. And since then, he has kind of remained a part of the Milwaukee Film Festival in some form or fashion. Most recently, he joined your board of directors, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and he's a financial supporter of our nonprofit now. And it's a great accelerator for us because he is an industry leader, and he is somebody who is at the top of the business in LA, from Milwaukee, understands Milwaukee, and he's doing this as a way to engage with us as a film institution, but also looking at it as a way to help build and give back to Milwaukee and to help Milwaukee prosper. And we just feel lucky to have that relationship. And he'll be here at the festival this year on Saturday, September 24th.
Definitely something to look forward to. And again, he will be doing the keynote for the State of Cinema address. You know, we just lost actor Gene Wilder at the age of 83. And of course, he's famous for his role as Willy Wonka and then Stir Crazy with Richard Pryor, Blazing Saddles, to name a few. How awesome is it to have someone with that level of talent be from Milwaukee?
It shows that, you know, the artistic talent can come from anywhere. And having leading figures like that who are so successful, I think is a great way for local people to look up to and to aspire to be engaged in the media industry. One of our core values at Milwaukee Film is supporting the industry that's here locally. And we have great filmmakers that we screen in the festival. They use often local actors as well, and on-screen talent and behind-the-scenes talent as well. And this year we had over 240 submissions of local films who were competing, in a sense, to be in the festival this year. And we're screening around 50 films in the festival. So that's 50 local films that are part of the 300 films in the festival.
That's amazing.
And what's exciting to me is they're some of the most popular attended programs in the festival. And that's a unique trait of our film festival. You can't say that about most other film festivals, where the local community is really embraced and seeks out and goes to and buys tickets to the local work and filmmakers. So I like to tell people who want to engage with the festival that you're really not experiencing it if you don't go to one of the Cream City Cinema programs, which is what we call our local section.
All right. Tell us what we can look forward to for the public forum.
Well, what we do is we work on two levels. One, we work with local community groups that we are usually nonprofits or the universities who are engaged on, you know, potentially critical issues in Milwaukee, and we match it up with films in the festival that have content. So we let the films dictate what we do the public forums on, and inevitably there's a cross-section of really important community issues at stake. We'll do another panel that'll extend from our Black Lens program, which is all tied to the film Can You Dig This? That is about urban gardening. And so we'll have a panel extension to that looking at, you know, what is the scene in Milwaukee for urban gardening. And we'll have several other panels like this that'll explore issues. We have a separate one where we're partnering with the United Way that is actually about human trafficking and sexual violence related to that. And there's actually a strong, unfortunate epidemic of this here in Milwaukee. We have a documentary that we're showing that spotlights the issue, not about the Milwaukee context, but in partnering with the United Way, we're trying to raise awareness for what is going on here in Milwaukee so that people can become supportive and engaged in it.
Yeah, and I think it's all very important, and it sparks that conversation that is needed in dealing with those particular issues.
Absolutely.
So good stuff there. And basically wanted to wrap up just pretty much giving the viewers at home some information on how they can in fact become a member of the Milwaukee Film Festival. And like they say, membership certainly has its privileges.
Like
so,
so.
If you could kind of give someone an idea of how they could become a member.
So a member of the film festival, it's $65 for an individual. Couple, it's $110. And what you get with that is 12 movies year-round that you get to see that we screen for free to members. So already getting 12 movies for only $65. Plus, you get the best ticket discounts. You get access to tickets for movies in the festival before anyone else gets to purchase them, as well as just great discounts on all of our merchandise, on tickets, and other activities. And you're supporting the nonprofit Milwaukee Film in the process as well. We have one really cool perk that the members love, which is that during the festival, we do one screening that is secret, that we don't announce what the film is prior to screening it. and it becomes fun to try to guess what the movie is going to be, and then we just show it to the members one day, and before the movie starts on screen, they don't know what it is.
That is
we have
fun.
about 1,500 people that attend that annually.
Good stuff. Is there anything else you wanted to share with our viewers today?
I just, the film festival's for everyone, September 22nd to October 6th. We're going to have a great year. We screen movies pretty much around the clock, and the program book is a great guide, but the website, mkefilm.org, is a great way to engage. Individual tickets are $12. There are discounts for students and seniors, and just really recommend and encourage everyone to participate.
Good stuff. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Jonathan Jackson is the Artistic and Executive Director of the Milwaukee Film Festival. And for more details on the film festival, of course, you can log on to mkefilm.org or follow them on social media on Facebook under Milwaukee Film, as well as Twitter and Instagram at mkefilm. When we return to Our Issues Milwaukee, we'll continue our conversation about the Milwaukee Film Festival with Dante McFadden, who is a co-programmer for the Black Lens program. And we'll do that right after this.